Want to give your family and friends some handmade gifts this Christmas, but don't have hours to spare? Here are 5 gifts you can make in a single weekend. They're simple, they look great, and they're sure to be a hit this Christmas. There's something for everyone here, so let's start with the most basic and work our way up. We're starting with some nice easy log Christmas tree decorations. I got this small maple log from a timber supplier near me. They sell these really cheap as wood turning blank. I'm cutting mine down into smaller pieces on my bandsaw, but if you don't have one, a handsaw will also do the job. You can leave the bark on these if you want to, but there's a chance of it falling off over time, so I remove it from mine. Next up, I'm drilling the holes to attach the ribbon for hanging. Then you need to sand them down and remove the saw marks. You can either machine sand these or sand them by hand by putting a sheet of sandpaper on a flat surface and rubbing the wood over it. I'm customising mine with some names by using the inkjet printer transfer method. If you want to learn how to do this, all you need is a normal inkjet printer and some label paper. I have a full video on this process, so I'll leave a link to that one in the description. I'm finishing these with some spray lacquer, which adds some gloss and locks the ink transfer in. Then finally, I add some ribbon to hang these on the Christmas tree. These are really easy to make and are great gifts for loved ones. Next up, I'm making some wooden coasters. I'm milling down some offcuts of oak and chestnut that I had lying around, but you could use pre-milled timber for this if you don't have the machines. I resaw the pieces on the bandsaw and then flatten and thickness them, ready to cut to size. I use my table saw to rip the pieces all to width, and then I square up the ends, set up a stop block on a miter saw and cut as many coasters as I can from each piece. These can then get sanded in the same way as the log decorations and then finished with a few coats of Danish oil. I add some little silicone pads to stop them slipping when in use, and these are done. You can wrap little sets of these in ribbon like I have, and they make a great handmade gift. The third gift I'm making is a wooden star. You can either make these to be freestanding or for a tree topper. I'm adding some masking tape and then gluing a paper template onto the block of ash that I'm using. The masking tape makes it easier to remove later on. I'm then cutting this out using the bandsaw, but again, you could use a jigsaw for this, or with a bit of care, you could even handsaw this. I can then remove the masking tape, which comes off without leaving any glue residue. This then needs a good sanding, and I ease over the sharp corners. I mark the centre of the base and then I use a Forstner bit to drill out a hole for mounting to the tree. This then got finished with some teak oil, and you can see a second freestanding version I made here too. These make great table centerpieces, decorations for shelves, or if you put it on top of the tree, it's a real statement piece. I've made a few candle holders in the past, but I wanted to make a festive version. I had a nice piece of ash that I was saving and it was perfect for this project. I squared up the ends and then I cut two pieces, one slightly larger than the other. I'm then drilling out the holes for the tea lights to sit into. This is easier with a drill press, but it can be done by hand. Once that's done, it's time for the design. I printed out a simple Christmas tree design on some A4 paper, and then I folded it in half and glued it onto two blocks which I'd taped together. The paper and the tape gets cut down the middle to separate these two pieces, and then I cut the design out using the bandsaw. I'm cutting the inside of the design to leave the negative space. Once they're all cut, I give them a hand sand to remove the sharp edges. You can see here how they slot together. The two pieces are finished in Danish oil and then they were all done. You can actually slot these together side by side or in a corner formation depending on your preference. The final gift is a Santa treat board for leaving out for the big man on Christmas Eve. I'm using this nice bit of ash that I had left over from making the live edge mirror recently. And this is going to be by far the most technical of all of the 5 gifts. I'm starting by marking up the locations for the 2 recesses that are going to be cut out for the drink and cookies. I'm then using a really simple router template that I made using a sheet of plywood with a hole cut out of it using a hole saw. I'm then using a cove bit on the router with a guide bush fitted to cut out the templated shape. You can see this leaves you with a nice recess, but it takes a fair bit of sanding to remove those router marks. For the carrot-shaped recess for Rudolph, I mark up a centre line where I want this to go, and then I double-sided tape down some pieces of 6mm MDF, which creates a template for the router guide bush to follow. I then use the same cove bit to cut out this recess. I add an edge profile to the top and then add some finger holes on the underside on the router table, using some stop blocks and a straight cutter bit. The board then gets a good sanding down, ready for customization. I'm using the inkjet transfer method again, but I plan on getting a laser engraver, which would be ideal for applications like this. The board then gets a coat of lacquer to lock in the design, and then a few coats of Danish oil to finish. Then that's all done and ready to serve up Santa on Christmas night. So there we have it, 5 lovely handmade gifts. Perfect for friends and family, ranging from cheap and easy to something a little bit more special. Speaking of special builds, next week I'm doing a beginner versus pro keepsake box, and the results of that one were brilliant, so make sure you check that one out. And if you want some more festive builds, check out the tree skirt I built last week if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.